long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Again, it's Charles. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jamal Charles, an even 90 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Well, from back where that one started, they were hoping probably for just a few yards on the ground there. Instead, they get 90-plus and into the end zone.
And as much credit as I have to give the guys on offense, I often think when I see a run of that magnitude that there has to have been a mistake made, maybe even multiple mistakes on defense, because you're expecting them to run the ball in that stage of from that stage of the field. Instead, it turns into one of the longest runs that we're going to see in the NFL.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And, partner, a little off script for a second. I know you had a blast like I did with the college games this past weekend, but now that's behind us. It's time for the regular season of the NFL. Feels good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Goodbye to Labor Day. I put away my white shoes.
Thankfully.
Yes, because, you know, that's the rule, right?
That's the rule.
And now we look ahead to the regular season, and what an opener we've got. A Super Bowl rematch. Yeah, I know. Cam Newton said don't call it a rematch. But it is to us. The Carolina Panthers at the Denver Broncos. Cam's coming to town, and Trevor Siemian's quarterback in the Denver Broncos.
A lot of other good ones, too. Giants, Cowboys. Be interesting to see what Dak does. Good to have the NFL regular season back.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to go. It's Luck. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll keep it on the ground, this time with Charles. And he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. The run, it's Charles. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They come out here in the eye. They run it here. Where? And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Short yardage situation. Here's Charles. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and power.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Spencer Ware taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And his kick is good. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Now that run is one to build on, and I know it sounds like a cliche and it seems like a simple thing, but truthfully, coaches are always looking for something to pull out of a tough day. And right now, this team has had one of those. So that run there, I guarantee that's a clip and save as they move forward and look towards the next game. And he'll tell his team, this is what we're looking for. This is what we planned for. Let's have more of this to start games as opposed to getting it at the end.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And now they're in the hurry-up.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the pass.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Justin Houston in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. 3rd and long. And now a hit and Locke lost the football. It's out. Does the big boy have the juice? And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. 2nd time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass. On 2nd and 10, Locke. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a gain of 5 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Keep right. Hurry!
From the gun on 3rd down, Luck. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Frank Gore's converted these his entire career, but not there. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now Smith, and this is caught. Jeremy Maclin. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown This thing is ugly.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing, too.
Oh, she's
on, like, the 5th tune at this point.
she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
And the Colts getting ready to go. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision.
Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Let's go. 1, 9,
They'll run with Davis. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right?
No.
I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
Going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time, one-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Justin Houston in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. Second down, sack by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on 3rd? We'll see. A shotgun snap for Luck. Caught left side by Hilton. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up the play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game. Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first. So the run gets him the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Looking for Moncrief, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Five wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. Throwing now, Smith. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. 2nd down now after the incompletion. On 2nd down, here's Smith. And he comes back with one complete. 15 yards through the air on a first down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And they're going to speed things up here. On 1st and 10, Smith. This will be caught at the 2. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to